Hey, what's up, you guys? David here, and today we're gonna be doing a little bit different of a video for you guys today. I know I was supposed to get this done earlier this week, but shit happens. Anyway, so this is gonna be my first concert review that I've ever done. So just a little disclaimer, this is my first time doing this. I'm going to try to make it not too boring for you guys, and hopefully you still enjoy watching. I'll do my best. So, I went to see Kill Ritual, Sanctuary, and Iced Earth at the Mercury Ballroom. The Mercury Ballroom is a venue that is in my hometown. I've been to one show there. I went to see Goatwhore and Amon Amarth there, and that was a really good show. Great show, fun. Both bands sounded awesome. They played an awesome show. So this is my second show at the Mercury Ballroom, and it was me and my dad that went to this, and we met up with some other friends of ours when we got to the venue, and I also got to see another good friend of mine, Ashley, who is a friend of my mom's, who I met at a Cradle of Filth show the last time I went and saw them. But, okay, so anyway, the bands. The first band to get on stage was Kill Ritual. The best way for me to describe the sound of Kill Ritual, I don't really know what else to say, man, besides just they're metal. They're a heavy metal band. They got some, I guess it kind of got some thrashy parts. There's some melody, and there's also some stuff that came off as just more of like a hard rock kind of vibe. But so yeah, that's Kill Ritual. They were decent. I wasn't like crazy, but I'm like, oh my god, they're amazing. But they respected the audience. They played a good show, and I've got no complaints with them. But like I said, just wasn't crazy about them. So yeah, Kill Ritual, they were decent. And now we go on to the main band that I wanted to talk about, Sanctuary. I've been a big fan of this band for quite a few years now, but I got into Sanctuary through Nevermore. Nevermore has been one of my favorite bands for many, many years now, ever since I first started listening to them in high school. But so yeah, it was Sanctuary. And so, yeah, I guess first off, I'll talk about, well, like I said, Sanctuary, they were the reason why I went to this show. They were the main band that I wanted to see. And very unfortunately, like leading up to this show, I was very excited because I thought I was going to get to see Sanctuary perform with Warrell Dane. As you know, was both the vocalist for Sanctuary and Nevermore, and very sadly, he passed away last year, December 13th. I was devastated, man. And I'm gonna admit right now, I was very doubtful that they could continue and still sound as good with another singer. And sure as shit, man, these guys, they proved to me I was so wrong, and I'm not ashamed to admit I was wrong. This dude, the vocalist's name was Joseph Michael. First I heard that they were getting him on like a Facebook post or something, because at first I was questioning, like, man, are these guys even going to continue to do the tour without Warrell? But they did, and they posted on Facebook that they will be joined by this guy named Joseph Michael. I had never heard of this vocalist before, so I looked him up. I checked out a band that he's in called Witherfall, which is a band that has a style very similar to Sanctuary and Nevermore. Progressive metal, dark, melodic, that kind of thing. But, man, awesome band. I was really, really pleased with what I heard. And the vocalist, man, he's amazing. I was listening to this album, and I was like, oh my god, this dude, he's going to pull it off. Like, there is no doubt in my mind he can pull off singing for Sanctuary. And he did, man. Sanctuary got on. They not only, met my expectations, they fucking knocked the ball completely out the park, man. They were amazing. The range on this vocalist, he doesn't sound like Rural Dane, but he was just perfect for the style that Sanctuary are. And he nailed it. And they played songs from each of the 3 albums that Sanctuary has released. They played some of the fan favorites, like Die for My Sins and Battle Angels, and he fucking nailed it, man. Every single song. They played some stuff from the newest stuff. Well, like I said, they played stuff from each album that they released, and I have no complaints with the set list. I have no complaint with the performance. Every riff, every vocal part, every bass part, just everything, man. Sanctuary is amazing live. They bring it. If you get a chance to go see them live, fucking do it. Because they're still in the early stages of this tour, and it's going all through the States. So I highly recommend you go see this band if you're into this style of metal. But so yeah, Sanctuary, that was who I mainly went for. They were fucking amazing, and they were the highlight for me that night, without a doubt. Now, we move on to the third and final act of the night, which was Iced Earth. Which I was looking forward to Iced Earth, I was, but I haven't really been keeping up with Iced Earth. I just haven't listened to them in quite a while, even though I've been a fan of them for a long time. But, they're definitely one of the biggest names when it comes to the power metal genre, whatever genre you want to put them in. But, so yeah, Iced Earth were the final act for the night, and they were the band that most people were there for. I could tell that only a handful of people, myself included, were mostly there to see Sanctuary. Most of that crowd was there for Iced Earth. They were the main act. And I'm going to admit right off the bat, even though Sanctuary was the highlight of my night, Iced Earth were the more intense, heavier band. They got mosh pits going, man. I was not expecting Iced Earth to get mosh pits going, and they did, and they got pretty rowdy, but at the same time, it was controlled. Nobody was being dicks about it. They were making sure that they were being respectful. They weren't getting anybody involved who didn't want to be involved, so I always respect that. But yeah, man, Iced Earth, they were awesome. Unfortunately, I did not recognize a lot of the songs that they played, because like I said, I haven't really been keeping up with them. They played a lot of stuff on their album that came out last year. I still have not listened to that album, and from seeing Sanctuary live, it really made me want to go back and listen to them more. I was like, man, holy shit, I haven't been keeping up with this band. I really need to play catch up and listen to them more. But yeah, no complaints from Iced Earth's performance. It was great. It was awesome. Really enjoyed it. But yeah, I guess that's it for my concert review. I do have one more thing to show you. I just want to show you the merch that I picked up. Unfortunately, I only bought one shirt. It was a Sanctuary shirt. I was hoping they would have some CDs and stuff, but sadly they didn't, and this was the only thing that I could afford. But yeah, Sanctuary. This is based on their compilation that they put out last year, Inception. Amazing artwork by the great Ed Repka, who a lot of you should know. And we got the tour dates on the back. But yeah, man. This was an awesome show. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, if you are a fan of Sanctuary and you get the chance to see them on this tour, or just see them, because I don't know. No one really knows if they're going to continue with this singer at this point. I think he may have just been, I think he might just be helping them out for this tour, and sadly, I think they might be calling it quits after this. But if they do decide to continue with this singer, I'm all for it. I'm all for them continuing to release albums and everything, because I know this dude can do it. He's proved it to me live and in person. And the other thing that I really appreciated about this show was this was dedicated to the memory of Warrell Dane. That's why they decided to go on with this tour, because they wanted to dedicate it to his memory and the great music that he has left us. So, RIP Warrell Dane. You will be missed, but thank you for the great, great music. You will always be one of my favorite singers within metal and within music in general. Seriously. So, yeah, this is my concert review. So go check out Sanctuary if you haven't. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for today. So you guys take care. See you later.